Hi folks, welcome to Blue and Gold Talk, the video on the channel if you're new. Random Sabres talk. Off the top of my head, I did mark down something I wanted to talk about, and we'll just throw it out there for everybody to talk about after. And really, it'll just, I guess, be the title of the video. Special teams need to step up. I think we all know this. I don't want to pick on Dylan Cousins. I think he will snap out of it. I think he's a terrific draft pick that will eventually appear again. So I'm not really stressed about Dylan Cousins, but I am stressed, guys, about our what do you call it? Our power play, especially. Even our penalty kill. Like, I don't want to pick on the penalty kill. It hasn't been that bad. But the power play. Okay? My God, brutal. Sabres are the only team in the entire NHL that are 0% on the power play. They're 0 for 22. And on the penalty kill, on the power play, the Winnipeg Jets are number one. They're 6-0 on the season. As you guys know, they're 44% on the power play. They're killing it. If you're wondering why Ottawa's had a good start, their power play, 41%. So Ottawa is leading our conference. When it comes to power play, the Rangers quietly doing their thing, 31%. I mean, all these numbers are going to go down. Nobody's going to finish with numbers like that. But still, the Sabres got to get into the 20% range, guys. Enough is enough. They've got to get rolling there. Now, the penalty kill. Number one in the league, the Dallas Stars at 95%. My God. And the Sabres are 22nd in the league in penalty kill at 76%. 25 penalties, we've let in 6 goals. You guys take it for what it is, I guess. You know, take it for what it is. So if the power play could start and the penalty killing could get going as well I don't want to pick on it so much because it's 1 or 2 goals away. So the penalty kill hasn't been terrible, guys. There's been nights it's looked really good. So I don't want, but the numbers got to go up on the penalty kill, though. They have to go up. But the power play is the big concern, right? We're 0 for 22. And if the Sabres could have had, let's say, 5 goals on that power play, I mean, it could have made a world of difference at the end of the year, I'll tell you that. You know, this thing, I don't recall the last time the Sabres were this far into a season without a power play goal. I really cannot remember for the life of me ever, you know, that they start like 0 and 22. Like, this is really weird. Really, really weird. But hey, you know what? They'll find their way out, I believe. I do believe we have the tools to have a good power play. I just think it's just where it's at the moment. I think the team's a little confused. I think Lindy's system's kicking in. As you can see, guys, they're getting better every game. Every game, it feels like they're getting a little stronger and stronger. Is that the right way? You guys feel like a little stronger every game, it feels like. Feels like they're, you know. So next game, yeah, I figure they're going to get a few power play goals. They're due. So sooner or later, they're popping one in, guys, most likely next game against Detroit. Detroit might get a little cocky and think they can take some penalties against us because of our power play sucking so bad. And that might cost them the game. You know, if the Sabres can just jump on a power play and get one night, say one, forget one, no. Say a night where they go like 3 for 5 on the power play, I think all of us will breathe a sigh of relief. Okay, finally, you know, this piano's off our back, and maybe now they can start having a good season. You know, there's obviously some early season jitters they're going through, guys. That's what's going on. It's not just the power play, it's early season jitters. You guys seen how flat they came out for the first 3 games? Well, we had 3 goals in the first 3 games or something. What was it again? I think it was 3. I don't know. I blocked it out. I do that with them. I block it out. I don't want to remember, honestly. So if they can get the power play going, I think all of a sudden, chunk by chunk by chunk, the season will start to improve. I don't think they're going to go like this all of a sudden. I'd be surprised if the Sabres like hit a 5-game losing streak now or something, guys. I just wouldn't believe it. I think once the special teams are good, I'm not going to say great, let's just say good. We're in the top 15 of both. Sabres got to get in the top half of the league in power play this year, folks. So once we're in the top half, which will take a few weeks, not going to happen overnight, unless they have a night like they're 4 for 5 all of a sudden they just jump up a lot, right? But if they could just get that thing moving, get some sort of big night on the power play, I think it'll spread. And it won't just spread into I think it'll spread into even strength goals is what I'm saying. I think that's the effect it'll have on the team. Because the team on even strength, I think we're frustrated early that the power play was so bad. Because you've seen how lost they looked out there. They just looked lost. I would just, and I think Lindy will do this. If our top unit isn't working, the next, sooner or later, Lindy's he's gonna tweak who's the top unit till things start settling in. It's not gonna happen overnight, guys. Not everything's gonna click right away. So a few years ago, this was one of our strengths. Now it's one of our weaknesses, And people scratch their head and not get it. And please don't tell me it's because Skinner's not around. That's not, there's people using the Skinner thing way too much this year. Would you guys honestly trade McLeod for Skinner right now? Any of you? I wouldn't. No way. Not what I've seen with this guy. Oh my goodness. No. This guy's just so fun to watch. Nothing against Skinner, but the contract was a beast. It was a dumb contract. It was a horrible contract, and we're going to have to suffer a few years with that. Rightfully so. So we'd never do it again, I hope. I hope we never do a contract like that again, ever. Not that dumb. The other contracts we've done, people have complained about Owen Power. No, I'm not going to complain about Owen Power. This is the year Owen Power is supposed to show up and give us something. This year, guys. He's making the big bucks. This is the year then, okay? This is the year UPL should be having a career year this year. We'll see. He had a good year last year. So if he has a slightly less good year this year, as long as it's good, that we look back at the season and say he was pretty damn good though. Very close to last year's numbers, whatever. And then you got Tuck, who's reliable. I got no problem there. It looks like Tage is back to normal. That Tage looks like Tage right now. He didn't look like this to me, guys, all of last year. What I seen yesterday, I didn't see that Tage Thompson last year. If I did, I forget. No, And Peterka, we know, was a brilliant second-round pick. Need I say more than that? Really, Peterka has really worked out. I'm sure you're gloating right now, Charlie, hearing that, but Peterka has really worked out fine, and we groomed him and brought him in. And I remember, what was it, Charlie? You thought Hinostroza was going to play forever in Buffalo and that Peterka would never get a chance? Really? Well, So we are going, guys, to, I believe, next game, I'm just going to say it, I think they're going to have a big night on the power play. It has to happen sooner or later. We can't just continue like this. The special teams can't keep killing us like this. But you know what's funny? Don't you guys feel like they're going to start winning right now? Even though the special teams aren't very good. Especially the power play. Right now, doesn't it still feel like we don't need the power play to win? That's a good feeling, guys. Imagine if we start lighting it up on the power play, how many games we're going to start winning. We start playing like yesterday, but with a real solid, deadly power play all of a sudden. And to be honest, folks, really, I'd rather the power play catch fire the second half of the year anyway, instead of going like this, the way it did 2 years ago. I would prefer it goes like this at the end of the year and we're just feeling a little better, Because A few years ago when the power play started fizzling out on us there, I was like, oh, you know, we were number one in the league for like 60 games almost, right? And then it just went silent on us. So I don't want the slow death thing. I'd rather have the new life thing happen when it comes to the special teams. So I don't want to wait till the last 20 games. I want the Sabres to, I just want the power play to get going, you know? And the penalty kill, we'll look at this. We'll keep an eye on it. The penalty kill, I'm not worried about it yet, but the numbers, we're close. We're close. Let's leave it with that. We're close. So, you know, besides that, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I am, it's late. It's late. I got to get these videos up to you. So I'll leave it there. Night in, night out, guys. I'm happy to be back. I'm doing a few videos for you finally, for you folks, because I know I've been sucking since the summer, you know? So I'm going to try to roll it as much as I can, guys. Keep it real with you as much as I can as well. Have a great night, guys. See you soon.